Special thank you to our sponsor of Russ Reels Live, Sugar Vibes Donuts, the Alzheimer's Association, and Stutzman Services. For more information on Sugar Vibes Donuts in Lebanon, Oregon, and their amazing donuts, call 541-405-4069. And for more information on the Alzheimer's Association and how to give to this amazing organization, go to alz.org. And finally, for more information on Stutzman Services and all of their plumbing and landscape services, go to stutzmanservices.com. Hey everybody, welcome to Russ Reels Live on this Thursday afternoon at 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I don't know where you are and what time it is where you are, but you know what? I am glad that you are here with us. I am blessed and honored that you would take your time and join us today. You know, we're going to have an amazing discussion today with some amazing people, friends of mine that I have been so blessed to be able to write and collaborate with and put out some amazing works that have been international bestsellers, have been #1 on Amazon. It's been so much fun. And, you know, I am blessed that they are much smarter than I am, especially my co-host tonight, Dr. CJ Constance Leland. She is amazing at this stuff. And her and Susanna put together our recent work, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. I'm going to bring her in just a second. But it's just amazing to have people that really know what they're doing, how to get these things on the map, and how to really put together quality work. And so I'm so blessed to be part of that. So blessed. So anyway, listen, Russ Reels Live, we are here every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. There it is. Yep. And we are here for your not only viewing, but listening pleasure, because not only does this stream live, and we highly encourage engagement today, that you would say hi, let us know where you're watching from. Even if you're watching on replay, just put hashtag Team Replay, and you can still tag and share and have all kinds of fun comments, even if you're watching on replay. But after we get done live, like I said, it sits on all the platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube, and it streams. It's on there for infinity and beyond. It is there for your viewing as long as you want it. And then after that, we actually convert it to audio podcast. So if you want to listen on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, whatever your favorite podcast platform is, if you don't have time to watch video, you can do that as well. So it's so amazing. And then quite often, little snippets get cut out of the shows we do, and you can see little bits of those later on social media as well. So anyway, so glad that you're here tonight. I'm going to have CJ join me because she is amazing. She knows way more than I do about all this kind of stuff. I'm still fumbling my way through trying to figure it out, but here she is, Dr. Constance Leland. Woohoo!
Hi, Russ. I know, I'm such a geek. I'm like, you know, those people on the airport, like, hey, we pick up. This is me trying to pick up people beyond boundaries.
Oh, you're so awesome. Well, I don't know anybody quite like you, CJ, that has like no ceiling on possibilities. I mean, I'm surprised that, world leaders have not had all of us show up at their castles around the world as much as you promote this. We'll have a full stream movie before we know it on all these things. So you are an amazing person. I want you to give everybody just a little highlight of who is CJ, Dr. Constance Leland, and what is this all about? What are you doing with all these books and this collaboration? Give us a little insight.
We would need an hour or more, but
at least.
I'm going to be brief. Okay. I'm going to be brief. Let's see what we can do. I actually am a professor. That's my full-time job. I teach 6.5 hours every single day, 4.5 to 5 on Friday for lab. But besides that, my passion is helping my community, and about leaving a legacy. I thought, what do we do with leaving a legacy? So we started with YouTube. I started actually with MP3 podcast audio only 2 years ago. And then that went up to like LA Weekly magazine and things. I'm like, what am I going to do with that platform? Okay, I'm going to invite more people. And then it keeps going up. I'm like, okay, well, now we're on MP3. Maybe we should do live stream and show my face. So I did that. I'm like, maybe we should do YouTube. So I did that last year in 36 subscribers. And in this year, we're almost close to 60,000. I'm like, maybe I should do TV. So I do have that. I have 2 TV shows. You're like, maybe I need radio. And they're like, what do you mean? You already have Spotify. I'm like, no, like regular radio station. They're like, CJ, you don't have time to go to FTC and get a radio station. I'm like, you're right. Maybe I'll have a radio show in a radio station. And they're like, whatever. So I did. So I have that. And I'm like, no, now I have all of these. I want to amplify more. How do we amplify more? And then I saw publicity. So I'm like, I love being in magazines because you get exposed to other people. Well, now, Russ, just yesterday, I found out that I can put, okay, first of all of you guys, all of these people are on the book, okay, is on 242 magazines in 24 hours just yesterday.
Wow. Amazing.
I was like, wait, I did that? Sometimes I'm like so shocked with what I'm doing that I'm like, okay, maybe I should stop. Someone stop me from thinking of what I'm doing, because when I think of something, I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Watch me. And yeah, I did.
For sure. I mean, you are going to do it. And it's amazing. And I do like to watch you. In fact, as you know, Scott's in my most recent live stream, The Experience Local, where we're really focusing on local stuff. We actually have that on a radio station. So I'm just trying to follow the queen of broadcasting, Constance Leland. Yes, you are the doctor. So, hey, you know what? I am excited about today because really, this isn't just limited to Beyond Boundaries, which is our latest collab together, but it's all about the great opportunities. You and I have done, what, 3 together now, I think. We did Rattle the Wake, and we did A Note to My Family, right? And then this one. And several people on this tonight have done more than one as well. And so it's just the fun, the opportunities that arise because of that. And before we get too far into it, well, I was going to bring Mike in, but Mike is like disappeared at the moment. I want to bring Susanna in because she has been a huge part of this. Hey, Susanna.
Morning.
Hey, yeah. Oh, is it morning? Oh, wait.
No, she always says that.
Always
she
morning
someplace.
Well, it's just amazing that the two of you in this latest book. I mean, but we've worked together again on multiple, and it's just such a pleasure to work with people that have fun and yet take things seriously and put out something that's really quality. And you give so many opportunities to people that haven't been able to do that. Susanna, how many collab books have you done? And then you also have done at least one of your own, right?
So the anthologies, I have 5, 4 of those with CJ. Then I have my Armor of God's fantasy series, the 2 books in that. And the Faith of the Butterfly was traditionally published. So I have covered almost every aspect of publishing in some ways, traditional, self, anthologies, and working with CJ is like, and number 6 is on the way.
That is so amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, you guys have inspired me so much. I'd planned this all along, but now I've kicked into gear because my book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, my first book on the market. I am doing the follow-up to that will be out the end of this year. Life Happens and Then You Choose. And a lot of that is because of the inspiration of people like you, and just really, learning as I go through this whole process. And I can tell you, as publishing one by myself, and I shouldn't really say by myself because I had really smart, qualified people like a good editor, a good graphic artist, and people like that helped me do Befuddled. But doing it without the aid of people like you, Susanna and CJ, it's a lot more work to do it all by yourself than it is than it is in concert with other amazing people. And so with that, I am going to, well, there you go. I was going to bring Mike in again, but he disappeared at the moment. So we're going to keep moving on. And you know who I want to bring in next to join us is I really want to bring in Amy, who was involved with A Note to My Family. Here she is. Hi, Amy.
Hi, everyone.
You
Hey there.
always have such a huge, huge smile on your face. I mean, you make me happy just looking at you when you come on. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me here. It's so excited to really come back after doing the book and having this community to be gathering around and sharing.
It's amazing. It really is. And so, listen, give everybody a little snapshot. Who's Amy and what are you up to?
Yeah, I'm a pharmacist and I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm really passionate on my work, which is medication safety. And I own a business, small business called Peely and Friends, which is at the back. And it really provides fun and creative education materials for children about medication safety. And like they work, I actually work as a pharmacy consultant for a medical infusion pump company. So that is who I am. I'm with my wife. I have guinea pigs and a little baby dog called Arthur. So that is who I am. I am currently in Chicago.
Wow. So you look too young to have a family.
Thank you. It is
You're
good.
welcome. That will be, you'll, as the years go on, you'll be very thankful for that. I'm about to turn 60 years young this summer. And so I just want to walk in someplace and have them card me just to feel good, you know? Go to the grocery store and make them card me. So anyway, but you know, I think, have you done any other collab works other than the Note to My Family? Is that
Yeah,
the only one that you've done?
Yeah, that is the only one in this group. I also publish my own activity book for children, which is
Okay.
under Peely and Friends, which is how I share my passion to children. And I also create calendar, like passion calendar planners for people that is like really looking for positivity in their life.
That's great. Well, that's good. We're all looking for positivity in our lives. If you want to get positive, just hang around CJ and it'll happen.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to keep getting people in the room here. We're going to bring Ollie in next because talk about positive and upbeat. He is in the comments almost every show that I do. Hey, Ollie.
Hi everyone. I'm so happy to be there to support you, and I have a life, which means that sometimes I have to say yes to me and so no to others. But it's really a blessing to be here and to collaborate also. So this summer, in 2 months, I will turn 48. And I was thinking to myself a few years ago, when I'm going to share my story. So I've been waiting for years. And then comes into my life an amazing queen like CJ. And as always, there is a saying like, if CJ tell you, do you want to go with him? Never say no to CJ. So that's why I'm really blessed to have stretched my comfort zone and to become like this little prince here in there to chase my stars and to say, okay, maybe I will probably write my book or not, I don't know, but at least I write as a co-author. We are 27. It's such amazing. And at least to be able to share my life in 13 pages and to say, okay, if I expect to live 40 more years, but if I have to drop my last breath, at least this is released and that I can inspire at least one person to stay alive. That's also my mission, to bring my light, bring my joy, and to help people to overcome any situation. So that's me in a nutshell. And I'm really passionate about words and languages. That's why I'm a neuro language coach. And that's it for me. Else, if you have any question, I'm happy to be there for you. Thank you.
That is so awesome. I'm not 100% sure who wins the best accent yet, but it's either you or
Leia?
Amy for sure.
I
mean,
don't know.
both of you.
I don't know
She's
if I can make my Belgian accent like that. I don't know.
I don't know though. I think that Amy wins just by, you know, the cutest accent out of the two. So anyway,
Yeah.
all right. So moving on. We're gonna bring some more people in the house. Dr. Michelle is here with us. Hey, Dr. Michelle.
You're on mute.
Uh-oh.
Unmute.
No, I'm off mute now.
Okay, I'm like, don't make me text you.
I mute a lot.
So how are
I've
you
definitely
today?
arrived.
It's
So how
cold.
is Dr. Michelle today? Good?
It's April. I'm good, but it's cold outside. I live in the
Yeah, well.
Colorado Rocky Mountains, about 9,000 feet.
Ah,
It's April. We still get rain, but it doesn't rain. It snows here. So today I wasn't expecting it. I was going to get all this done. I'm working on the PR for this book, Beyond Boundaries, Thriving in the Gray Zone. And
I've heard of
I've
that.
been asked to write an article in another magazine. I'm working on that, going to PR. And the new book that CJ and Susanna have been putting together. Yes, give me the title, I'll PR it. And I'm
That's
going to be
awesome.
Got
doing an
it.
interview that will be sent worldwide, and it's going to be on there as well. So I'm working somehow. Welcome to marketing.
Yeah,
Only it's internet now instead of foot by foot. I've had
that
to
is
do
crazy. Well,
the legwork in my time. I'm a transition kid, so I went from having nothing except a landline almost at the beginning where we had party lines. I'm from the beginning of time. So
yes.
it is hilarious because the party lines that we had back in the day is exactly what internet is. Party lines. We get to talk to each other. We get to do our writings, messages to each other. We used to do all of that back in the day, way back. They're back in the 60s
Yeah.
somewhere. But
Yeah,
the
I
internet is
remember
just
I
like it,
remember
except we can do PR now.
yeah, I
Party
remember that
lines.
back in the
Russ, you
day.
remember those?
Oh yeah. In fact, I
Yes.
was blessed not to ever have to in my remembrance have to be on a party line, but my beautiful wife was on a party line a good share of her childhood. And so it's funny when you get
Yes.
on and the neighbor picks the phone up and says, you need to get off the phone. So for those people that don't know that, it was
Yes.
people sharing a phone line. There you go. So it wasn't much of a party sometimes. Sometimes it was the neighbor saying, just get off the phone. So anyway, hey, Dr. Michelle,
Yes.
tell us a
I
little bit
remembered I
about,
was private line too.
yeah. So,
Go
hey, tell
ahead.
us a little bit about what do you do outside of all this promotion of books?
I got 50 years in accounting and I degreed in all of it, all 4 degrees. Um, I'm working on it now. I'm expanding on it. Um, I tutor. I teach at a university. CJ once was my boss.
Ah, wow.
CJ was my boss. So, yes, the collaboration between the two of us when I was her underling was highly remarkable. It's expansive. It drives to going beyond your boundaries. And yep, CJ and I
That is
have had many collaborations that have went way beyond the boundaries. And she was in position in the job place in order to do that. And she did it quite well. I mean, it's exceptional, which does present why she is still rolling and rolling fast
exactly.
and high and
Yep.
reaching the world. That's what it's about.
Yep.
And yeah, I've had a lot of fun with CJ.
Yep.
And
That's
I got
well,
introduced to
everybody has
Susanna,
fun
and
with
there is
CJ, right?
Ollie. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Meeting Ollie.
Well, let's
Yes. I
yes.
got to meet Ollie. It
Yep.
wouldn't have happened
Well,
if we didn't have internet. I'd have to go see
well,
Ollie over in Europe.
yes. Oh my goodness. Well, that makes it more
That's
fun
what's
though when
fun.
you actually have to do that. Yeah. We're just blessed with technology where when we can't do that, we still get to see people. And speaking of technology and amazing people, I got to get Willie J in the house because Willie is the man making things happen. How's it going, Willie?
Hey, hello everybody. What's going on, Russ, my man, and Dr. Leland, Suzanne, and all you wonderful co-authors. And we're a lot familiar now, right?
Yeah.
It's just good to be here. Good to be
I
here.
was just kind of grooving to some of your music the other day.
Is that right?
And oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's
Talking to
awesome,
my
man.
son about you again the other day, and
Oh yeah.
I just love how you've mixed music business and now writing. You've been involved in a lot of books, collabing with people. So, how many collaborative books have you been involved in so far, Willie?
Oh man, this is the fourth one with
Wow.
Beyond Boundaries, Thriving in Life's Gray Zone makes number four. All number ones, man, and all international bestsellers. So we're definitely blessed. Yeah, four.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
I am blessed to have been able to work with you on pretty much, well,
Likewise.
three of those four, because your other four was a second Rattled Awake book, I know, and my four was my perspectives on cancer that I just came out with Tim Sohn. And
Yeah.
so other than that, we worked on the three together, and
Yeah, we
yeah,
did.
what a
Yeah, we
blessing.
did. Three of them. Yeah. I was on Rattle to Wake one and two, and I think you came in on two, along
One.
with
I would
I think
yeah, I was
Dr.
on
One.
one.
Leland. Yeah.
Rattled
Yep,
awake
Yeah.
one.
One.
Yeah.
Rattle to
yep,
Wake one. Yeah, that's right. And
yep.
Suzanne too, right?
Yeah.
I
I think
believe.
Suzanne
Yeah.
and CJ and you and I were all on that one. And
Yeah.
yeah, what a blessing. You know, this whole community has just been so welcoming and drawn me in to
Yeah.
all of this. And I just love it so much. Tell us a little bit more about the amazing Willie J,
Oh
cover of
man.
Forbes Morocco, the man who was named one of the top 20
Oh
people to
boy.
watch in 2024, right next to Beyonce, by the way, I would like to say
And
on that list.
Zendaya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So give us a little bit more about you now that I'm already giving away some highlights there.
You said it all, Russ. You said it all. No, but yeah, man, we're elated and humbled, man. And I run a company that's all about creating hope through arts and entertainment, with offices in St. Louis, LA, and New York. Our main offices. We're planning to branch off into London pretty soon with the workshop. It's called Never Stop Winning. Working on a solo book. Prior to the anthologies, I had released two books of poetry, actually, three, actually, I'm sorry. Ended up getting us in the Who's Who in American Literature. That was actually under a company in Baltimore, Maryland that put out Lucille Ball's. You guys remember the I Love Lucy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Ricky Ricardo.
Woo.
Yeah, they put out her autobiography. And right after I was facing prison time and beat it, thank God, and beat it in trial and got to see my daughter born 2 months prior to that. And I just started writing and ended up losing my mom to breast cancer. And then within the same year, my grandmother, who I was close to as well, very close to as well, and did my first book signing at Walden Books, ironically, on that Mother's Day of that year, 1 year mark. And we've been on this journey, man. My poetry is really synonymous, and my writings, the music, it put us in a good place, a good place. We put out records like "We Love You, Puerto Rico" for the Hurricane Mariah victims, and it went number 2 on Billboard in the European Top 200 charts. And we released a follow-up single that ended up, and prior to that, it hit Broadway too. Broadway World in New York, ironically, covered a story on that, and my beautiful daughter was a part of that, who almost missed her birth. And just thank God for redemption, man. And this year's been great. We put out In the Morning. That's a Journey remake, and that was for the COVID victims, which went over really well. Over like 10 million streams, 1+ million streams on TikTok. Let's just say it caused us to be featured in Forbes again, the New York edition with Michael Dell Computers, and GQ with Will Smith on there, the entrepreneur section. And this year, as you mentioned, New York Weekly Magazine, top 10 emerging celebrities shaping the world of stardom, and the New Jersey Times. And we're just having a good time. Getting ready for a leadership seminar to speak at for the Pakistan leaders, believe it or not, next month. So we're preparing for that, and some musical tours, new music, new EPs. Um, yeah. So MTV, BT, get ready. So
Wow, it's
it's all
amazing.
good.
It's amazing with all the things that you're doing. I just love it. And
Thank you.
speaking of amazing people, we got to get one more person in the house. the lead man of the Hounds, the man that makes it happen. Mike is here. Come on in, Mike. Woo!
Russ, how you doing, buddy?
Yes.
I am so good. Well, now we're complete. You're here, and it was a blessing. It came in on this last book, Beyond Boundaries, and yeah, I mean, what an amazing experience. Give everybody a little bit of background about you, how you started the Hounds, and then how you got involved with Beyond Boundaries.
Well, if you want the short, funny version, you know
That's
how
what I
Chris
want.
Rock joke. You know how Chris, and I have a delay here, so sorry about that. Chris Rock jokes about Zuckerberg making Facebook because he didn't have no friends. That's exactly why I started the Hounds about 2 years ago, guys. No joke. I got tired. I didn't know what I was doing on LinkedIn. COVID hit, and I'm not proud of it, but I just pitch slapped with a P and just bothered people for a year or two. And long story short, I learned how to build relationships, help people with just whatever they needed help with, whatever thing in the past that I went through in my rough experiences. I became an impromptu dating coach, right? Anything I could do, and just started loving on people. I attracted more people, and then when the market went down, they came to me. I was able to help them with my financial coaching, and we just kept riding it. So we're a friendship group that turned business. Now we attract business people, and look what's happened, man. It's unbelievable. It's Redneck Camelot, and I love the opportunities of you being here in the pack and being in this book. Dr. CJ, man, she does so much. Level Up Academy to make things affordable, accessible that otherwise would not be for people who are building their business and can change the world. So I am honored 1,000,000%. All these people are amazing. And I'm like a poor kid in Santa's workshop, man. That's how I feel every day. Just honored and blessed and humbled, buddy.
Yeah, no, I am with you 100%. In fact, I think something that you said really would strike a chord in people watching, and that is this has been an experience that a lot of people couldn't do on their own. We're all honored to be together and work together with people like CJ and Susanna that put these works together. But also, something in a way that people can also afford to do it. Because I think not only are people overwhelmed often with the enormity of a project like a book, but they're also blown away by how much it actually costs. And CJ, you have done so much to bring people together. Talk a little bit about that, how you're able to really make this really, I mean, you make everything move, but how you're able to bring all these people together and really make such an amazing project.
I literally just put an author's call. I think what it is, though, honestly, is that people watch you even though they don't engage with you, right?
Right.
You just get watched. And when people see that you put where your mouth is, you're not just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, but there's no action. That's when people are like, okay, right? But when they see like, okay, we produce what we need, like Dr. Michelle Bowes didn't mention to you, but I did a collaboration book for when I was her dean at university. The university never had a summit. I created a summit. I had Google and Microsoft come in for my summit. I didn't know people would show up. 200 people showed up in that 1 week. I created that book. I'm sorry, our presentation, created a book, put it in German publishing, did an academic publishing, turned it into 6 different languages. That was her first book with me. That's a project I collaborate. What I do is I negotiate prices for my people and collaborate. I have a lot of mad skills that people don't see, but I will pull it out when I need to, right? And when you see what I can do for you that you didn't even know I got, you're like, okay, let's negotiate that price. Like, for example, Beyond Boundaries. I know Willie J's been on 4, and I know Susanna's been on 5, but which of your which of your anthologies you can go into Barnes and Nobles and have a signing? I'm going to wait. Right. Nothing.
Beyond
You know why?
Boundaries.
Because it never happened. This is why we do it. I break the system because I want to customize it for people, right? Our system, Susanna's system and my system, we both research it. She has a lot of homework from me. I feel bad for her. She's like, I need to do this. I'm like, okay, priority 1, 2, 3, go. And then tomorrow she goes. because I'm like live lecturing, right? And so what I do is like, okay, once you have that, and once I have my questions list, I'm like, I need this, 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 and this. And people say no. I'm like, why not? I have to always figure out, why are you saying no? Is it because you're being lazy? Is it because you really cannot do it? Or is it because you don't want to do it? Right? It's all of those three or one of those three. And I don't take no for an answer, because there's always an answer to something. It's a matter of you figuring it out. And I can't do it alone. So Mike over here is my go-to for networking. Mike, who do we need to elevate today to get their voices out there, right? And I found out that if you're self-publishing on Amazon, bro and sisters, you are limiting yourself to the world. Amazon is not one all be all. It is amazing. When it comes to book and publishing, it's limited. So now I'm testing the system where I can help anybody, okay, put your book. So Santa and I will do it for you in 40,000 distribution channels, including universities, including mom and pop shop, for your books. And you can sell your books in your own website and have more money than 80 cents per book sales. We can do that for you now because we are testing that system. On top of that, if you need press releases to announce that you have a book coming, I got you. I have Couture Magazine thing, and I'm also, I don't know if they're going to approve me, but I'm trying to get my own newsroom to make more press releases, over 200 in one setting. So I can elevate you everywhere and anywhere in the nooks and crannies of, apparently, what was it, sis? Nebraska? And I was like, why are we on Nebraska? But we are. That's what we do at Level Up. We level up every single time because we test it. We don't take no for an answer.
Yeah, that is so awesome. In fact, it's interesting you say that, and you and I need to talk more about that. But when I published my first book, I used a different publishing house that did put it out on pretty much every, it was on Barnes and Noble and Amazon, and you could go to Walmart.com, Target.com, any of those places, and my book is there. And I didn't know how to do that. I was actually blessed with somebody who had written a book before me that advised me of that. So that is so great, CJ, that you are finding that information, because you are taking things to new heights. And before we move on too much further, we got to bring one more person in. The house is joining us. Jenlyn's here. She is coming in. Hello. Woohoo.
I'm so glad I made it.
You made it. You made it. How's your day going?
It's going great. It's going great. I had another engagement, but I jumped out and raced straight over, and I'm doing great. How is everybody else?
Hey.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Ollie has got the best face and thumbs up. Of
I
anybody.
know.
So we're going to let you give everybody a little snippet of who is Jenlyn. Before we get moving, though, I think we have to sing a song to somebody. Who could that be? I think it's somebody's birthday. Who could that be? I think it's Susanna's birthday.
Yeah.
Now, this could be a total train wreck, because on the delay of things, who knows what it'll sound like. But we're going to try it. I'm going to start it, and everybody just jump in, and then we'll see how it sounds. Are you ready? Okay. I don't know if this is your key, but this is my key. Okay, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Individually, you guys sounded great. All together, we sounded like a complete train wreck, but it's fun anyway. We had a great time.
I'm right behind you, Russ. and next week we'll be the same age.
Oh, there you go. Well, you know what? We're moving on. Hey, you know what? I think that birthdays can be all in your mind. So, I'm just moving on and smiling and enjoying it. All right, here we go. Happy birthday, Susanna. And Jenlyn, take it over. Tell us who is Jenlyn and what are you up to?
I am Jen Lynn. Is a combination of my personal brand and my UBN brand, so the put together. And I am a social entrepreneur, and I help other people be able to bring that into their ecosystems through their branding. So that's it. That's who I am, and that's what I do. Because I think it's really important to have sustainable, impact ready, legacy building brands that are able to take us into the future that it is that we're headed to, different from the past. So, right. So it's all about innovation.
So before we move on any further, how did you first get involved in collaboration and authoring a book?
I got involved in authoring the book. I met Crystal Behe, very first person that I met. We actually met on Facebook, and then I met Dr. New, and then CJ very quickly, all within that, and then I was just right in. It's something that I was ready for, something I'd been wanting to do. And I'm so grateful, eternally grateful, that my very first book experience was with all of you wonderful, beautiful souls and all your beautiful stories. And it's just been absolutely amazing. The bonds that we have, the sisters and the brotherhood that we have is truly irreplaceable, and it's more beautiful than the book itself, you know. Yeah, it's
I
really
I just would 100% agree that it is so awesome that people can come together, work together, and really reach new heights. I mean, it takes a driving force of a CJ or somebody like that that's really going at it. But Amy, when you first got involved with the Note to My Family, which I love that book because I was able to give a copy to each of my immediate family, my beautiful wife, my daughter, my son, and my daughter-in-law, with a note written in there. And it just meant so much to me. I hope it meant something to them. But how did you first get involved with that? And what made you really want to get into that project?
Yeah, like I actually also met Dr. New, and like after I met her, like like we just connect. And one day I saw her on LinkedIn. She was like talking about this amazing title called "A Note to My Family," and it just immediately clicked to me that like I really want to share what the transformation I have, the relationship I rebuilt with my family, to my next generation or just even current family. So the next day I didn't really hesitate. I just jumped right in. I connect with Nick, and at that time, like I know that I only have 1 week, and there's like a hesitation, like can I do it or not? But I was like, why not? And I just
Yeah.
just jump right in. And that week is just amazing, like how powerful it is when you are committed to do something and you really feel it and you just naturally write it. And this is my first book I'm writing, and never thought about being an author. But at the end, the product comes out right. My family see it, like they are really happy seeing that and seeing that picture on it. And that makes them cry, even they don't speak English. And I wrote it in English.
Yeah. What I love about what you said too is you meet somebody that really draws you into a project. And I look back, I was this close because of all that I had going to not doing Rattled Awake Volume 1. I was this close. Like the night before, I was almost going to just tell Lonnie, I just can't do it. I'm just too overwhelmed. And I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to hang in this weekend. I'm going to put it together. And because of that, look at the amazing people I met and the amazing other opportunities that I was able to do with Nick and, with Lonnie and with CJ and Susanna. It just, kept building on itself. And because of that and all the other things I was doing, Mike, a lot of what I did really is what made me really want to get involved with the Hounds, because of the amazing people that were there. And you've got that same mindset with no ceiling of reaching out and doing amazing things. So I just want to thank you. And that whole organization is amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, my
So
pleasure, man.
yeah, you bet. You know, um, I want to jump over to Willie again because Willie, you're another one that just is like it blows my mind all the things you're doing. When I all of a sudden see you on the front cover of Forbes Morocco, I'm like going, "What?" And then when I saw that
Me too.
list, and you were right, yeah, I know, but it's because you're doing things. See, this is what I think people need to realize when it comes to books, projects, whatever. You can accomplish way more than you think. And
Yeah.
when did it start to sink into you, Willie, whether it was writing the books or whether it was doing all the other amazing things you're doing, that if you put a little elbow grease, in and you worked at it a little bit, you could do some pretty amazing things.
Oh man, thanks, Russ. I'm very humbled by that. Uh, yeah, man, it's so surreal to me. I just thank God for the power of collaboration, man. To win championship rings in life, you know, Kobe and MJ needed a team and other great leaders to help them to get to their next best versions and to accomplish that. And then we have this saying, I wrote about it in Rattled Awake, and you guys know me for this saying, and that is, we learn to grow with the flow, man. You grow with the flow, you take it one day at a time and leverage every moment and, whether it be good or bad, and take the URE off of the word pressure and keep pressing forward. There's times where, you do feel like your gas tank is running empty, and then that's when you hit the reset button and then you start right back again. And I used to think that, you know, just always pressing the gas meant momentum, but sometimes, to take a journey, right? Sometimes there are stop offs on those, we're traveling a journey, man, and it's about legacy. And I figure, hey, man, we better run while we can and keep on going and keep on growing. And, teamwork makes the dream work. I got a great team. You're only as strong as your team. And that's my motto. And with God, anything is possible. That's all, you know,
Yeah,
that's
well,
just what it
that
is.
that really drew me to you too, Willie, is your faith. And I'm a strong man of faith, and it's just amazing when God's in it, all the things you can do, right? I'll
Yeah.
just say that. I mean, it is
Yeah.
amazing. And so, but I want to say that I think everybody needs an Ollie, whether he's in the comments or he's on the screen, because I can't think of much more encouraging faces or excitement over a topic than you, Ollie. Hey,
Well,
we're gonna start. Listen,
I want to share.
I want to do a full round with everybody, and so with the time we have left, I'm going to start with you, Ollie, and I'm giving everybody one last chance to let people know how this coming together and collaborating, whether it's writing books or whether it's doing other projects, is amazing. And so I'll give each a couple minutes as we wrap things up. So Ollie, let's start with you, man.
Well, thank you. And I want, because I was not realizing that, but 5 years ago, I was meeting a friend that I was not seeing for more than 8 years. And he gave me this book. This friend wrote a book in Italian, and it was thinking, and he gave me a really dedication, And this was thinking, I was not realizing, but I realized that he wrote a book with amazing visuals, and I was thinking, why not me? Even if it was a chapter, it's the beginning. I want to write my own book with my story and about language. And this is also something that I share sometimes. It's the dictionary of my grandfather. So when I heard CJ talking about books and that the dictionary is the Bible, this was my Bible, dictionary with visuals, and I was writing my first index. It was more than 36 years ago. I was 10 years old. And so that's my passion about language. And that's why it's important also to create or to be part of an amazing community. So that's my share. Thank you so much.
You bet. And tell everybody how they get in touch with you, Ollie.
Well, they can reach me on LinkedIn. I will be really pretty soon on YouTube. I don't know if I will have the same audience as CJ because 60K is amazing, but I'm going to be more out on the scene and creating sessions for language learners, how to effectively learn a language, could be French or any language, because I want to be of service more. and to allow collaborations. That's why I'm also hosting lives on Tuesdays and Saturday to be more out there and to say an Oli that is there is better than no Oli at all that could be perfect. I think I will show more of my imperfect self, but showing more and helping people to reach their amazing language levels. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Awesome. So great. Thank you so much. Okay, so next we're gonna go with you, Willie J.
Oh, right back to me, huh?
Right back to you. That's right. I'm throwing it right back your way. I'm just looking at people in order. So there you go.
Got to. Well, hey, let me just say this. Shouts out to my sis, Dr. Leland and Suzanne, the sisters, man. It's definitely been a pleasure. Appreciate the invitation and just writing this book and being a part of Beyond Boundaries, Thriving in Life's Gray Zone. It's always been my niche. It's always been the very nucleus of my story about redemption, hope, and getting second chances and taking advantage of your moments and gaining momentum from those moments. And, I enjoyed writing the chapter. It built me up. I figure if, my own writings can empower me, it'll empower, and it will empower someone else in return. The law of empowerment is what I like to call that. And my chapter is about think like a winner, live like a winner. And when I thought like a loser back in the day, I got losers results. When I thought of like a winner, when I started thinking like a winner, it carried over into real time. And this was a blast to just collaborate with so many great leaders. And we're all winners, man. I call us the dream team. So, that's my thing. The power of collaboration. One win,
Yeah.
we all win.
So awesome. So awesome. Willie, how does everybody get in touch with you?
You can get in touch with me, puremissionent.com or williejpmebookings.com or one of my main platforms. Join us on Instagram. It's at WillieJPME. We're at 177,000 followers. We would love to have you to come make history over there. Get our goal to
Awesome.
200K.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I
Yeah.
tell you that everybody's information is showing up in the comments. So everybody is clickable. I'm telling you, you can go straight to it and you can click and connect with these amazing, amazing people. And Jen Lynn, you're up next. Oops, we can't hear you though.
I had myself on mute, had to mute it out. No, collaboration and storytelling are so important. Vulnerability is a requirement as we're moving forward in our lives and in our businesses. And it's such a beautiful thing to experience. And when we can come together with the same goal in mind, the things that we can achieve are absolutely phenomenally limitless, without boundaries. In that gray zone is the place where we can come in and be the most innovative that we can be, and where we're at our strongest. I like to tell others always, when you feel as if you are in the darkest place that you've ever been in your life, and you feel all alone, and your world just seems to be falling apart, you are being blinded by your own light in those moments, because you, to the outside, to the rest of the world, are shining so incredibly brightly. And so always remember that, blinded by your own light when you feel that you're in the darkest place, because you are just on fire at that point. You are a true beacon when you are just broken open in vulnerability. And yeah, that's my message.
Right on.
Today.
Right on. Hey, speaking of that amazing message, people get in touch with you.
They can get in touch with me here on LinkedIn, and you can do uniquewebbranding.com. And but the easiest way is going to be right here on LinkedIn. And y'all just watch, hang around and come join us, because I'm going to be doing a really big, huge event here on LinkedIn here in a couple of weeks, and a lot of these same faces are going to be there. So
Awesome.
You guys come back for more.
Yahoo. Awesome. Awesome. Again, your information is right there. Everybody can connect with Jen Lynn.
Thank you.
And let's see, Ollie, you're having too much fun. Oh, Ollie, you've already been up. I was going back to you again. We're gonna go to Amy this time. I'm losing track.
Yeah, sure. Collaboration with me is nothing happened without collaboration because like I can only have so much that I know, but there's so many things outside the world that I don't know that I even don't know. So like with that collaboration, we really see what you have in blind spot that you don't know, and people really share with you, and you got inspired. Like I just got inspired. Even this project I have with Pili and Friend is from inspiration of when I'm talking with stranger like parents, and it inspired me to do that. So like that is really what I am. Like if one day I stop talking and stop sharing, like I know I'm not doing the right thing. I just need to keep talking, sharing, and meet more people. So that's my mantra now, like after being an entrepreneur, being in a lot of different group communities and network. Yeah, that is really what I'm getting out from.
Awesome. And people get in touch with you.
Yeah, LinkedIn definitely is the best place to connect with me. And if you want to check with Pili and Friends, like it's plxfriends.com. Really easy to find me there as well.
Awesome. Awesome. So great. So great. All right. So next up is who is next up? We are going to have Dr. Michelle. You're next.
I'm back again.
Back again.
I've done 5 analogies and I'm rolling on to my 6th one. I am an accountant that doesn't stay in her lane. That is obvious. Everything I've done, I have done on low income. There wasn't any money. I've come very close to seeing the street. Yep, find a way. Collaboration. I've done it all along. And at this age, I'm rolling in my 69th year. And now I decided I'm going to launch. I have landed where I didn't expect to land. That's how it works. But the learning process is amazing. The communication is tops in the world. That's number one, communication. And I use it all the time. Uh, what I initially do is what you don't do. Uh, I've come up through the ranks, working in an industry that's 98% male, and I am a female, and I've lived on this, and I've worked on this, and I've created projects. I've had my own record company. I've been all over the place. Got bands into magazines. I've been in the independent record company organization way back in the day. Uh, I have taken the risk with low income people. There wasn't money backers. There wasn't that design. It's low income. So I know how to maneuver around low income, and I know how to take the steps to go up into higher income. I've worked with so much high income worldwide. Uh, I wanted to see what I can do. And since I am a female, you weren't getting paid the price that I should have got paid. So I have moved it all the way down to these latter years, and it's been this way. I am a female, I have no voice, and I am unseen. Therefore, that's where I do all my work, and it's my best work. So that's
That's awesome.
basically who I am and what I've done. And if I can get this far on low income and be seen, even though I have the knowledge, be seen that I should not go any further on the income line. Awesome.
Yeah. That is so
Just
great.
have
And
a
people get in touch.
tailgate party here and keep going.
There you go. That's it. And
That's
people
all
get in
there
touch
is,
with
Russ.
you. And
Yes,
people get in touch
get in
with you.
touch with
Yeah.
me at LinkedIn. Yeah, it's get in touch with me at
Awesome.
LinkedIn. I'm still working out, doing a website and getting back into the more advanced technology side of it. I'm slow at the moment because of a lot's on my plate, and I'm trying to deliver out. And I tutor, and I'm going to have a lot of students in my field that my field's confusing. when it comes to doing online, because I do interactive. I basically am not a lecture person to lecture you. I do the combination of both. So it gives me time with students, and they usually, I haven't had a student yet walk out that doesn't understand accounting. And to me, accounting was the hardest I'll ever do in this life form. It is extremely hard to me, but I learned to do it well because it was so difficult. That's the only, get in touch with me through LinkedIn. I do have a business. Basically, it's called, I created it a couple days ago. It's called Let Us Do Accounting and uh, what's the last, consulting. I do a lot of consulting, all
Good.
different
That's
designs of
awesome.
businesses.
Yep. Well, I would definitely say
That's all I
people need to
have,
reach
people.
out to Michelle. There you go. And people need to reach out to Michelle. We got all the information there. We're down to our last couple because CJ had to bounce out. So, Mike, you're next. I can't hear you, Mike, and I need to be able to see you. We'll work all that out. Oh, here, Mike. There's Mike. He disappeared. Hey, Mike.
No, I didn't disappear. You got rid of me on purpose. Let's be honest. Willie's like, oh, all right. So, hey, man, first of all, I love all of y'all. All of y'all. Some of y'all
Back
should be
at
in the
you.
pack, and I don't know why you're not in the pack. So, anyway, but Russ, man, thank you for all you do, pushing up everyone. And, no man, woman, or redneck is an island. We can't do this alone. So, I love what Dr. Michelle said, about, collaborations, community. And I got to meet fellow hound Jackie Hallberg. She was in the book with us, right? She's amazing. I got to meet her Saturday. My youngest daughter thinks the world of her. She's sending her text, hey, can I talk to Jackie? I'm like, it's my phone. No, you can't talk to Jackie 15 times. So, but yeah, everybody, man, everybody's got a million reasons to not do something and excuses. But I'll just challenge you to give us one reason you should, right? The affordability, the right people, everything you see here is together, man. All these people are amazing. So what's stopping you? Give yourself one reason that you could, and I'll give you one. All right, shameless plug, but dadgummit, I want to see people be unstuck, man. So join this group of people. They're amazing. Stop telling yourself you can't, because you have something to offer the world. And don't let resources and lack of stuff stand in your way. We're here for you. So connect with us. You could definitely connect me, like Russ said, and anything I can do to support all of you, man, I'm here. I'm in. So thank you. I'm humbled, honored. And y'all wrote more books than I've read. So I'm going to have to start reading my collection. So keep sending me books. All right. I'm getting there. So thank you all, man. Love you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. And Susanna, the birthday girl, is bringing up the last quote of the day.
The last quote of the day, huh? Well, since CJ is not here, it's like I kind of talk for both of us, because you talk about collaboration with everything, and that's what everything we have done has been. We have, having done Beyond Boundaries and getting 27 amazing authors in that project, and to watch the growth of each of those authors from the beginning to the end of the project, both in who they are, how they share their stories, how they write. It was amazing. And now we're in the process of starting the next one, because Moving Beyond Boxes and Shine is kind of like the prequel. We decided to kind of go backwards, and then it's going to be another amazing book as we put this one together. It's just been great, and it's really proof that you can't go through life without the collaboration. And as CJ says, collaboration over competition. It is so much that. It is so important to have that collaboration and to work with people. And that's what I've loved about everything that we've done. So that's kind of where I'm at with everything. It's just, I'll kind of end it with my own, what I use for speaking, for books, for consulting. It's time for everybody to just move beyond boxes and shine, to be your authentic self.
Yeah.
Amen to that. And people can get a hold of you, Susanna.
You can find me on LinkedIn. And from what I've seen, I'm probably the only Susanna Dawn on LinkedIn. You can also find information on my website, Susanna Dawn Writer, all one word.com. And anybody who's interested in the books that we've been working with, that we've got coming out, it's all there as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. What a blessing you have been in this project and many. And I just want to thank y'all for being here. I mean, so awesome to get together with all of you and just be able to share this conversation and really encourage people, because the sky's the limit when you put a little work together and when you bring that collaboration spirit in over pushing people away and competing with them. Instead, collaborate and make things happen. And you all have such a great heart for that. And I just want to thank you so much for that. And with that, we're going to say goodbye for this week. We're here every Thursday on Russ Reels Live at 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. We love having you join this community. Remember, you can be part of our YouTube community by going to russreels.live. Russreels.live will get you here. And also, I love to connect. So you go to russedge.com, connect with me. All of my information, as well as everybody's information on this amazing show today, is in the show notes and in the comments. And we just love y'all being here and being part of this community. Until we see you next time, which is next Thursday, have a great day and a great life. Everybody give them a wave. Wave to them, everybody. Woo. See
Au
ya.
revoir.
Bye.